Hello everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at Screencastify and Google Classroom Submit. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is go into our account in Screencastify. You can get there by going to screencastify.com and clicking on My Account, or you can click on the Screencastify extension, open up the side menu, and go into Submit. Either way, that will take you into this screen here. And after logging in, we'll see that we're on the Submit page already. If we want to do Google Classroom integration, we have to go over to the My Account section, then over into Integrations, and then flip on this button for Google Classroom. Now that our Google Classroom is integrated, we can go back to the Submit area and we can start making our assignment. Alright, now let's make our assignment. So of course we'll click on the New Assignment button here, and of course we'll have this post to Google Classroom. Then we'll click Next, and we can decide how students are going to respond. Are they going to respond with the screen and webcam recording, just a webcam, or just screen recording? In this case, I'll probably just do screen recording. I'll click Next. And now we'll put in the title and instructions for this assignment. And maybe I'll make this one a weather report. And I'll put in my instructions. And I'll say make a 5-day weather forecast. Okay. And then of course I'll select which class this will go into, which students will receive it. I'll have everybody do it. How many points it will be worth, and a due date if I'd like. I can put it under a topic as well. From here, I can also decide whether or not to schedule it or assign it out immediately, just like you can in Google Classroom. For now, I'll go ahead and do Assign. Now my assignment is live. I, of course, can go over to Google Classroom to go look at it, or if I want to add more stuff to it, I can absolutely do that as well. Here's an extra little tip as well. If you want to leave video instructions, you could also make your own Screencastify video as you normally would, then just take that shareable link and include it in your instructions. You could do this after the fact, after you already make it, or back over in Screencastify when you're making the assignment. You could just leave that link there as well, and students will see that link. Now let's take a look at the student's perspective. First thing I want to note real quick is this account that I'm using does not have the Screencastify extension, and students won't need to have it. As long as you're using the Submit tool, students can simply click on the link and make a video without using the extension. So here I am on a student's account, and we can see our assignment here, and they'll simply click on the link that you give them. It'll open up Screencastify. They'll have to connect to Google Classroom the first time and sign in. Now we have our assignment pretty much ready to go. We'll see we have the name of the assignment and any instructions. Of course, you can add more instructions than this. I was kind of simple with it. You can also put in extra links or more detailed, instructions or whatever you want to have. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on our mic. And I'll allow that in the browser, and we'll click on record, decide which screen we're going to record, and hit share. And just like that, we are recording. So of course this student's assignment is to go give a little weather forecast, so I can just search for weather real quick and talk about what the weather's coming up over the next few days. All right, and then once they're finished, they'll simply go back to the tab with Screencastify on it and click Stop Recording. It'll give you a little preview, a little summary of the video that you made. And if they want to, they can start over if they'd like. Or if they're ready and they like what they have, they can just click on Submit. That turns in the video into Google Classroom for the teacher to go see and to go comment on. Back over here on the teacher side, we can go see the video that the student turned in to us. As we can tell, we have one turned in, and we see Betty's video that she made for us. We'll simply click on it. And just like how you grade anything in Google Classroom, it's pretty much the same deal here. We can simply watch our video. If we'd like, we can add comments right on the video using this button here. Then we can put in our points. And we can leave some private comments. Of course, if you want to amp up your feedback game, you could leave a private comment in the form of a emote. That's that audio recording tool. Or you can even leave some video feedback with your own Screencastify video as well. And you can make a video recording responding to the video that the student made for you. And then of course, leave that link right here in the private comments. And once we're ready, we can just click on return. And of course, it goes back to the student. Of course, once the assignment is returned back to the student, they'll be able to see their grade, and they'll be able to see comments that you left for them on the video by clicking on the Your Work section, and they can see the comments pop up over here. Or if you left them private comments as well, they can see it down here. That, of course, can include the Screencastify feedback video that you made for them, or any other type of feedback that you left. Next up, we're going to talk about how to do peer-reviewed video comments using the Screencastify Google Classroom Submit. So there's three main methods to do this. The first is allowing students to do those in-video comments. The next is having the comments put onto the Google Classroom stream. And the third is having a completely separate doc assignment that is shared by all students. So let's jump into those. So the first method to do peer review videos is to allow students to do in-video comments for other students' videos. To do this, we need to give students access to the folder that is holding all the videos. So here I am in my Google Classroom as the teacher. I'll come up to my class drive folder button. And then of course we'll open up the folder in my Google Drive for this classroom. And then we'll open up the folder that I want to share with my students. So here's my weather report folder, and inside of it are all the videos that my students have made for me. If I want to share this folder of videos with all my students so the students can all see each other's videos, I can just get a shareable link for this folder, and we can simply copy it from here and then go over to Google Classroom. And it probably works best to either make a new assignment or make a material if you don't want to have it be worth points. And I'll call this one Weather Report Peer Review. And then I'll simply put in the link and then assign it out. From here, let's look at the student's perspective. Here we are on the student's perspective. He can see his grade that he did for the original assignment, but let's go back into our classwork tab. And here we go, we see our weather report peer review, and there's a link here for the folder. And now inside of this folder, we can see all the videos from our classmates. So this account is Andrew Anderson, so maybe if he wants to go watch Debbie Davis's video, you can do that. As we can see, the teacher left a comment on the video, but as of right now, the student is not able to leave a comment. If you want students to be able to leave a comment, we have to go back into the teacher's Google Drive, and we have to change the sharing settings. The way to do this is going under the shareable link section and changing it from restricted to either your organization or anyone with a link. I'll set it to my organization, and then, very important, I have to set it to editor. By setting it to editor, this will allow students to be able to comment on each other's videos. Then we'll say done. Let's jump back to the students page just to see. I'll refresh the page. And now we'll see that the comment button is here. And just like the teacher, another student can leave a comment for one of their classmates. So that's method number one for peer review videos. Method number 2 will have students leave comments about their classmates' videos over in the Google Classroom stream. Now, to do this, we still have to go over to our class drive folder, just like we did before, and we have to get that shareable link again. So again, I'll go into that folder, and then I'll copy that link. Now, you don't have to allow students to be editors here because they won't have to leave comments on the video itself since they're going to leave comments over in Google Classroom Stream, but that's up to you. So I can set this back to restricted and then just copy this link again, and I'll say done. I'll jump back over to Google Classroom, go into the stream, and then just make a post in the stream. So I'll simply say, use the link below to watch each other's videos. Leave at least 3 comments for your classmates. Now we'll go to add a link, and we'll just paste in that link and post. Over on the student's perspective, they'll go into their stream and they'll see the directions and the link. They'll be able to click on the link and go watch each other's videos. And assuming you have your stream settings in Google Classroom set up properly, you can just have students leave comments. And finally, the third method to do peer review videos is by simply giving students a shared Google Doc to collaborate and comment on. So first step with this, of course, is we still need to give them the link to the folder. So we still have to go into Google Drive and give them the folder, same stuff as we just saw before. Then we'll go ahead and create an assignment, and I'll call this one weather report peer review. I'll put in parentheses doc. All right, and then it might be helpful to pre-make a activity. And I put this together. Let's take a look. And this is just a simple Google Doc with some boxes and some tables here for students to be able to answer on. So the idea is students would watch one of their classmates' videos, and in these boxes below, they would leave their name and a comment about that video. Of course, you can kind of style this up however you want. I kind of put this together in just a couple of minutes, but that's a pretty easy method to do. Once you have your shared doc made, of course, we'll just go to add, pull it from our Google Drive. There's my weather report, and we'll do insert. And of course, we'll set it to students can edit file. After all, this is a shared Google Doc. And then we'll also need to add in the link for that shared folder so students can go see each other's videos. Then of course we can set our point values and all that good stuff, and then we just simply hit save or assign. Last thing I want to cover in this video is just the limits of the free version if you're stuck with the free version for your school. All those features that we saw today are available in the free version. I was using the free version, but really the only difference when it comes to the submit activities is in the free version you can only have one active assignment at a time. If you have the paid version of Screencastify, then you can have unlimited videos. If you need to close one, I'll just show this real quick and then we'll end out the video here. If you need to close an assignment, you just come back into this page, into the submit page in Screencastify, go to the 3 dots next to that assignment and just hit close assignment. And that'll close it up so you can make a new one again if you're on the free version. But with that said, that will bring us down to the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.